Greetings, butterfly family. Hello, hello. I'm doing a crime reading today on the missing mom. Well, she was missing, okay? But she has been found. It has here missing Athens mom, body found burned after she tells daughter they won't let me go. Okay, so this is pretty much a crime reading because Miss Debbie has been found, shall I say. So this reading would be on 59-year-old Debbie Collier, okay, who was found deceased. I'm going to share with many of you a quick little video clip on Miss Debbie's story so you can have an idea of what's going on in the background. But before I do, real quick, I wanted to share this real quick. It's interesting. When I Google her name, you can see like certain little headings up under her name. Like this one said, one day ago, missing Athens mom body found burned after she tells daughter they won't let me go. And it was like one day ago. And then right here it says 54 minutes ago, sheriff office says Georgia mom Debbie Collier was not kidnapped. I guess it's saying despite, the evidence. So it's just interesting how it keeps changing up. And this right here says 22 hours ago, neighbor heard commotion at murdered Georgia mom Debbie Collier house. And I'm going to show two more. And this one was 9 hours ago. Debbie Collier case, criminal profile warns of possible budding serial killer at the missing mom went missing. So this was 9 hours ago. So it's kind of like different scenarios that they're putting out here. I'm just sharing it, okay? Many of you can find this yourself if you Google her name. To me, it's kind of like they're not really sure exactly what happened. They're still scratching their heads. And this one was 22 hours ago. Disturbing new details behind mysterious disappearance death of Athens woman found. And this says 2 days ago, Georgia mom found naked, burned after sending chilling message to daughter. So anyway, it's like different headings. You really don't know what to think, but I'm going to stay neutral, family. I can't get caught up in what I'm reading. Let me just say that. I just wanted to share that with many of you. And what I'm going to do next, I'm going to share this video clipping, okay? Now, before I do, I had did a reading earlier on the missing 18-year-old Amir Bashar from Virginia. For those who took the time to watch and supports my channel, and of course, you care because you watch. Okay, sharing is caring. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Many of you are very visual, so it doesn't bother you if I'm having like issues with when it comes to the audio. But still, I should have checked the audio before I had uploaded the video. So I want to apologize in advance. But for those who are visual, it shouldn't really bother you. I'm always sharing my cards when I first I will go over them, then I will show you each card. So many of you still was able to know what was going on with that reading, but many of you, you still want to hear my voice. You still want to hear what I have to say. So once again, I apologize. I might end up doing a part two with that reading, okay? So I just wanted to say that, and hopefully this one will turn out just fine. I'm making sure that the volume is turned up. So anyway, let's continue. I'm going to share this video with many of you. Okay, gonna bring this over some so you can hear. John Sheriff is tracking down those details right now. Public statements from the sheriff's office still few and terse. A week after the body of 59-year-old Debbie Collier of Athens was found here Sunday afternoon, September 11th, the day after she disappeared from home. She was found near her SUV in these woods off of US 441 in Habersham County. All evidence so far, the sheriff's office tells us, indicates this was a homicide, and that's all investigators will say. They recovered her body and possible clues and secured her SUV, the SUV she had rented because her own car was in the shop. Investigators now digging into her family's disturbing missing person report from Saturday the 10th. The report saying that Collier had left home in Athens sometime that Saturday in her rented SUV. Collier's daughter, Amanda Bearden, told Athens Clark County Police that that afternoon, her mother had suddenly sent her more than $2,000 through Venmo, along with a message to her daughter. Quote, "They are not going to let me go. Love you." Why would Debbie Collier have left her home in Athens? Why would she have gone to Habersham County, 60 miles from home? Debbie Collier had worked for years for a realty business in Athens Clark County. She was the front office manager. No one there was available to speak about her. So far, Debbie Collier's family members have declined to respond to interview requests about her, as investigators work to uncover who might have been threatening her, why she ended up here, and who killed her and why. All right, family. So anyway, that's the background on Debbie Collier, who is once again she is deceased. Okay, she was found deceased. So my condolences to the family. May Debbie Collier rest in peace. I'm so sorry for her family lost. Their great loss. I wish this on nobody. I'm not here to accuse anybody of anything. I'm just seeking clarity about, what led up to her disappearance, as well as to her death. Okay, her untimely death. So anyway, I'm going to start off using my homemade deck. Now answers. I'm just seeking clues. Okay, right now I'm just seeking clues. So if I'm not saying too much right now, my butterflies know what time it is. Okay, I like to start off like this first, and then go from there. All right. And I feel led to light a candle for Miss Debbie. So hold on, family. May Miss Debbie light continue to burn bright in the afterlife. May she find peace, eternal peace, that is. Divine Spirit, love and truth, and light, seeking clarity on the death of Miss Debbie Collier. Be light, be shield in this darkness. What was going on with Miss Debbie due to the events that led up to her disappearance? And I want to take the time to thank you all for your love, supporting my channel. I appreciate if you hit that like. It will bring awareness to Miss Debbie story. I thank you so much for caring. And let me say this also, 'cause I didn't put a disclaimer out there. None of this is facts, family. It is allegedly, but I am led by the Spirit. The family did not ask me to do this reading. I'm doing this as a labor of love, cause I do care, and I have questions myself that I want answers to, and I'm definitely seeking clarity about what happened to um, this woman, Miss Debbie, okay, who life was taken from her so soon. Hold on, I'm gonna have to hold it this way, cause I like to look at a person's eyes when I'm doing their reading, and I can't hardly see it. So I'm gonna hold it this way. Alrighty. Divine Spirit, loving truth and light, seeking clarity. What led up to the untimely death of Miss Debbie Collier? Oop. Hold on, family. It don't take much for these cars to get to jumping around. Oh my goodness. Okay. And I do acknowledge my cards when they flip over. Okay, let me just look at it. Okay, this is a mystery and a half, family. Let me see what I have right for right now. Okay, I'm gonna share with you what I have so far. It's like a puzzle. You gotta put the pieces together. All right, and it's just the beginning. I do get to dig, and please know that. Hopefully, I won't be on this reading that long. Okay, but for right now, until the energy shift, this is what I'm getting so far. Okay, so something about money. You did see the beginning when I was showing that news clipping. She had left a cryptic message for her daughter. Okay, sending some money. Something about sending money. Okay, and saying that they won't let me go. All right. So something about money. This right here, according to the spirit, is a characteristic of Miss Debbie, allegedly. All right. But it has here very ambitious, showing strong desires, determination for success, to succeed, forceful and demanding. So according to the spirit, Miss Debbie was very ambitious. Okay. Pretty much a go getter. Now, some people are ambitious to where they step over people, okay? And due to karma, sometimes they can come back on you. And I'm not saying that's what this is, but, it just depends on, it really depends on the level of a person being ambitious, as long as you're not stepping over others, you know what I'm saying, as far as climbing that ladder. But anyway, it has here the need to change the group or circle of friends, not genuine or loyal. And that's allegedly, okay? It has here, they family knows they are being transparent and honest. So it's saying they family knows, meaning Miss Debbie family knows. Okay, they are being transparent and honest. So you can say Miss Debbie family knows and they are being transparent and honest, or um, the information that they're giving out about Miss Debbie, they are being transparent and honest when it comes to the information concerning Miss Debbie. Okay. Okay, it has here some family member knows. That's a key word again. Knows. Some family member knows. Now, I'm not going to say her family had anything to do with what happened to her, but the fact that I'm seeing the word knows, it seems like it's more to the story here, or it can be something as simple as, maybe it's more to the story due to the fact that the family member may know more as far as what's going on when it comes to the background, okay, of this scenario with Miss Debbie. Because it's in here twice. They family knows. And it says they family member knows. It's in here twice. And it's right here. And then in the middle, it has dealing with depression. Now, only her family would know this, or her close friends, her genuine close friends. Only they would know this. But she dealing with some challenges, some personal challenges. It has here dealing with depression. And then on the top, we see something about money. Um, It has here, has a good heart, sincere, devoted, and authentic. And I believe this would be Miss Debbie. One of her beautiful characteristics about her. It has here, and now this speaks from the perspective of relationships. Okay, and I believe Miss Debbie is married. All right, but if this not speaking about relationship as far as her marriage, it can be due to her so-called friendships as well. Because I'm looking at this right here. This says the need to change the group or circle of friends not genuine or loyal. Remember we saw this right here. It came out for a reason, and this says no serious relationship. No, no. And then this says longing for the past, whatever that means. Let's continue. And please remember everything that came out, family. There are timelines to my readings, and the messages, they do repeat themselves. When they start repeating, pay attention to the key words now, because the Spirit's trying to tell you something. Or tell us something, shall I say. Just know when you watch my channels, cars falls everywhere. Hold up. Now that's interesting. This message right here wasn't supposed to be in this pile. I also have a homemade deck that's called Hollywood Celebrity Deck Reading. This is supposed to be in that deck, okay? When I'm doing like reads when it comes to celebrities. So I thought it was interesting for this to come out. It came out for a reason, okay? I'm going to read it and I'm going to tell you what I'm picking up about it, okay? Now remember, Miss Debbie was experiencing depression as well. She had a lot going on with her. She was dealing with her own personal challenges, okay? I'm going to read the whole message to you, but I'm telling you what I'm picking up about it. It says Hollywood elites has authority over them, not in personal power. Now, this is not a celebrity reading, okay? It's not a celebrity reading, but what stands out to me is, okay, not in personal power, okay? Miss Debbie was not in her personal power on the day she went missing, okay? So I'm going to put this in my other deck. Because I want to say it's an error that it came out, but there are no coincidence. At the end of the day, she was not operating her personal power. She felt powerless about something. All right. It has here. Now, this is not my opinion, family. I'm just sharing the message. Because people do get triggered when they see things, and none of this is my opinion. I'm sharing this information because, somebody know what it means. That's all I'm saying. Somebody know what it means. It has here Jezebel, deception. I got tongue twisted. Jezebel, deception, uses seduction, tear apart marriages. Okay. And these are some examples. She kills men for their money, very wicked, promiscuous. I thought that was interesting for that to come out. But I'm just sharing the message. This is allegedly anyway. I'm not saying that, Miss Debbie is a Jezebel, okay? It came out for a reason, okay? But it speaks about somebody being very promiscuous. And like for instance, if Miss Debbie was married, I can see the Jezebel spirit being in another woman, that might want to tear up in her marriage, okay, tear her marriage apart. But anyway, it came out for a reason, so I'm just honoring it. It's allegedly anyway. It has here, now ready, make your move. It has here, feels inspired and confidence, has faith. So right here, she was definitely, feeling hopeful and upbeat. It has here, and this is a big time allegedly, has another lover or boyfriend. You're in the dark. They have secrets. Now, you can say allegedly, Miss Debbie has another lover or boyfriend, or if Miss Debbie is married, her spouse could have another lover and she could be in the dark. At the end of the day, somebody is in the dark, okay? It says you're in the dark, they have secrets. Allegedly. And remember, we did see the Jezebel card. Next, we have feels regret, will give apology. Somebody will. Somebody feels regretful. Let's continue. I'm going to use the other half real quick. Okay. The spirit is not playing today. Okay, that's all I got to say. Now, real quick. Remember, I was showing many of you how how that little clipping when I was showing you, like, I forgot where it was, but I was showing you how, you know, when I Google her name, that some neighbors saying they was hearing commotion at her home. Now I don't know who she was arguing with. All right, I don't know if she was arguing with her child, her daughter, or she was arguing with her husband. Not sure. Okay, all this is allegedly what I'm getting ready to share anyway. But this is interesting right here. It has here divorce. So I'm wondering, was Miss Debbie planning on getting a divorce? Or her husband? Was she planning on getting a divorce from her husband, or was her husband planning on getting a divorce from her? Or had she not disappeared, would their marriage would have ended up like this for whatever reason? Okay? Due to different, well, due to, cheating or just not being happy, growing apart, whatever the case may be. But that's interesting. The word divorce came out. And then it has here, they will move on. So it looked like it's been some talk about divorce, okay? Yeah, I'm not accusing her husband or anything. A lot of times, spirit will reveal certain things because it's confirmation for somebody, okay? Because I did share that message that she was depressed. And it could just be due to the fact she wasn't happy. Oh, okay. I didn't see this message. And my butterflies know what this means, okay? Anytime a message like this pop out, you're going to hear some news soon. Today is September the 22nd. So it has here update news coming in within 2 or 3 weeks from today. Update news coming in within 2 or 3 weeks from today. Okay, so be on the lookout, family, for some more update news. Now, we already know that Miss Debbie was found deceased, but some additional information, we're going to hear about it, okay? Because this is still an ongoing investigation. So more is going to come out. Please know that. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, I'm going to start on another deck real quick. One thing about your sister, when I get to digging, I get to digging. Because I'm not going to do a part two. Once I've done all that I can do, I stop. Because what'll happen is, if I keep, doing like a part two or part three, the messages keep repeating themselves. Okay? And the way I see it, the truth doesn't change. I might end up, receiving like additional information that will happen. Okay, because Spirit not gonna give you everything, but still, when I go like a good hour, I'm like, it's a wrap. I done all that I can do, and I'm gonna leave it alone and let my viewers, judge for themselves. I'm going to real quick use my Awaken Butterfly Revealing Oracle. I call this Where are you in the present? I feel led by the Spirit to use the stick. Oh boy, divine spirit, love, and truth, and light, seeking clarity on the death of Miss Debbie Collier. Tell your story. Tell your story, Miss Debbie. Tell your story. Woo. Thank you, Spirit. and clarity on the death of Debbie Collier. Tell your story. Oop, oop. It looks like the truth is coming out, family. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Whatever you see here, it is allegedly. All right. Okay. On the bottom row, it has here expecting, expecting, or received money, inheritance, gifts, or raise. Next, we have in love, romantic feelings, or sexually attracted to them, and they are very important to you. So, allegedly, Miss Debbie could have had her eyes on somebody else, allegedly. Somebody had their eyes on somebody. Next, we have the need to heal and rest. At the head, we have allegedly having a affair, emotional and sexual love affair between two. Unbalanced person, disturbed and upset, or can be slightly crazy. Pretty much dealing with a person very emotional. Their emotions are all over the place, unbalanced. And over here in the secret place, feelings of grief, deep sorrow, misery, and sadness. Now, in the center, this is a big time allegedly, it says uses illegal drugs. Now, if a person is smoking weed, I will still get it, okay? If a person is abusing prescription drugs, I will still get it. Use illegal drugs, okay? I'm just saying. If this is not Miss Debbie, it's somebody, okay? So it can. So if this is not Miss Debbie, that's dibbling dabbling in drug use, shall I say? This could be the potential other person of interest. What I'm getting ready to do, I'm gonna do something totally different. I'm gonna do half and half, okay? Cause I'm seeking clarity. Hold on. I want to use this real quick. I'm using the Divine Shadow Self Oracle. This will help many of us to receive additional clarity when it comes to this case. Shout out to Divine Vision. I love this Shadow Oracle deck. It speaks about those shadow aspects of many of us, okay, that we choose to put a band-aid on and we don't heal and we act like it doesn't exist, if you know what I mean, when it comes to our issues. And also it can, help us get an idea about events playing out due to the shadow aspect that was going on with Miss Debbie, as well as anyone that was around her, okay, that could be operating in their shadow self. So I'm gonna do half and half, all right? I'm gonna do the same spread. Hold on, family. You know what time it is when these cards are dropping. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Thank you, Spirit. All right, now let's get back to this. Okay, the first card down here that I did was expecting or received money, inheritance, gifts, and raise. And I used the shadow deck, the word greed came out. And you know what just stood out to me, family? You know what stood out to me? Hold on 1 minute. Since I'm seeing something about possible affair, I forgot what that card was. But what stood out to me was, remember that card said not in their personal power, how somebody got like something over them. You remember that? I can't find it right now. I had placed it back in the deck. But keep that in mind also. Keep that in mind also. I wish I could find that card, but right now I can't seem to locate it. But many of you remember, go back when that wrong card message came out that I use when I'm doing the reading on celebrities. Okay, it had mentioned about somebody not being a personal power due to someone having a hold over them. Okay, but anyway, let's continue. Okay, right here, this says in love, romantic feelings, or sexually attracted to them, and they are very important to you. Right here in this position, I got gossip. So who knows? The work area, just saying. Somebody knows something. People talking. People are talking. Okay, right here, I got the need to heal and rest. Right here, it says sabotage. So you can say Miss Debbie was sabotage as well as you can say self-sabotage. And that's due to one's actions, how they're moving out here. Okay. You can sabotage yourself when it comes to not using good judgment. But the fact that the way she was found, she was definitely sabotage. Okay. Up here at the head, where it says having an affair, emotional and sexual love affair between two, it has here disagreeable. Now you see why I'm doing it this way. Okay. Right here where it says unbalanced person, disturbed, upset, or can be slightly crazy, it has here flighty. This is a ticky time bomb, okay? They easily to get upset. Easily to get upset. Right here where it says feelings of grief, deep sorrow, misery, and sadness, we have here brainwash. Somebody filling her head with a whole lot of BS, okay? Okay, we got brainwash right here. And both of these over here are in the secret place, all right? And right here in the center, we have ego bound. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to go over again using this, and then I'm going to use my other deck. But let me say that it looked like whatever she was going through in her personal life, it looked like she at the end she was reflecting on her life and she was feeling very ashamed about something. Okay. All right, let's continue. Down here is bitterness. Next, experiencing grief. Next, entanglement. I knew it was coming because we looking at relationships. This is dealing with a complicated relationship that can be quite toxic. Okay, and you also looking at a three-party Unbeknownst to the other, somebody could be cheating. Okay. So entanglement is playing a part. And behind that is sabotage. So that can be self sabotage also, especially, I'm just saying, allegedly, if she was married and if she was seeing somebody else, that's self sabotage right there due to one's actions. That's the point I'm trying to make, okay? But anyway, entanglement is playing the part in this web, shall I say, a complicated, difficult relationship that can be quite toxic. And it could be entanglement with friends too, especially if they're toxic and unhealthy. Let me just say that as well, okay? Entanglement, being with friends or a group of individuals that's not for your highest good to be around. At the head, we have defiance. And up under that, remember, we have disagreeable. Because this speaks about the having an affair, okay? Next, we have shame, someone feeling ashamed. Over here, we have defensive. This is in the secret place. And in the center, we have fearful. Because the message did come out saying she was not in her personal power. If she may start off like that, but it looked like things got out of hand, okay? Okay, let me go back to this again. I tell you one thing, the spirit be on it. I can't make this up if I wanted to. Next on the bottom, we have not committed, unfaithful, or not ready to commit. What stands out to me is unfaithful, not committed. Next, we have the chakra color light blue. It represents communication, family, okay? This is someone who is speaking up, speaking out, and truth telling. So the way I see it, whomever Miss Debbie had met up with, okay, on the day that she disappeared, she was speaking up and speaking out. Let's just say the truth was coming to the light, okay? Things were coming to a head, okay? Things were coming to a head. Next, we have the wide path, not making wise choices on the path of destruction. And behind that is entanglement. Yes, indeed. That wide path is something else. It can get you in a lot of trouble. At the head, we have difficult relationship, not healthy, very toxic, controlling, asserting one's will over the other. And remember, we saw that keyword in that message that had came out. That was the card that I used, but it was the celebrity deck card. It was the card that supposed to be in my celebrity deck, but it said how she wasn't in her personal power, okay? But it has here difficult relationship, not healthy, very toxic, controlling, asserting one will over the other. And maybe she would feel like this in her marriage, okay? But at the end of the day, she was dealing with somebody that was very controlling. Next, we have ignorance, do not listen. And underneath that is, if I drop another card, I'm going to scream. And underneath that is shame. Shame is underneath it. Over here in a secret place, thinking things through, give them time they need to reflect on the situation to make a decision. So it looked like, Miss Debbie had a decision to make, but time ran out. Time ran out. Somebody took it upon themselves to make the decision for her. Because the word defensive is underneath. And in the center, has a mental conflict, cannot get over someone or something, having a breakdown, mental or mood disorder. Now you can say this is Miss Debbie, or this can be the individual that she could have possibly, been singing, okay, allegedly. This is either Miss Debbie or the other person of interest, okay? They could have had a mental conflict, and that's not having the ability to move forward, going in circles. You can't get over something or someone, okay? So that's interesting. Let me use another shadow deck real quick. Thank you, Spirit. Already I'm receiving confirmation, and I love it when the Spirit backs me up. It has here withdrawn. Next, we have explosive. This speaks from the perspective of emotions heating up. Next, we have boredom. This is someone who's longing for change. They are very restless. And behind it is the wide path, not making wise choices on a path of destruction. At the head, we have disrespectful. This is in the position of difficult relationships. So someone coming out being very disrespectful. Over here, we have distraction. Now, for there to be distraction, somebody was not focused. Okay, you can easily be sabotaged when you're not focused. You're not paying attention to your surroundings. And behind that is ignorance, do not listen. Over here in a secret place, we have depression. Yes, indeed. The word depression came right back out. So, yes, Miss Debbie was experiencing depression. And for her to be experiencing depression, she was not in a good place mentally as well as emotionally. Okay? She wasn't happy about something or someone. And in the center, we have rebellious. And I ain't just saying the fact that I'm seeing the keyword rebellious. Now that's not Miss Debbie, shadow energy. It can be the other person of interest. But the only reason I'm saying that's interesting for rebellious to come out because I saw the word using illegal drugs. Okay, it doesn't have to be street drugs. It can be smoking weed, and also look what else popping up: drunk. And that's something, when I think about rebellious, I think about also you doing something out of character, because to her loved one, they might be like, well, she doesn't drink, she doesn't do drugs. But if she's wearing a mask, allegedly, if she's been wearing the mask, she's one way at home and another way with somebody else, you'd be surprised what people do. But anyway, drunk came out, and behind that is withdrawn. So there was some drinking. Somebody was drinking. Right here we have absent-minded. This is someone who's not focused. And we have here rejection. So now now the wheels in my head are really, spinning now. Was Miss Debbie, experiencing rejection, or did the other individual of interest, did they experience rejection from Miss Debbie, okay, and wanted payback? But anyway, rejection came out. At the head, we have callous. This is someone who's showing no emotion. Next, we have aggression. And behind that, distraction. And in the secret place, we have ghosting. I hate seeing this card. Ugh. This is like no call, no show. Someone that's not reliable. This is someone who's leaving you hanging. Okay? They're leaving you hanging. Or sometimes don't even show up. They say they're going to meet you and don't even show up. But anyway, that's someone that's not reliable. And in the middle, we have evasive, avoid commitment. Someone who avoids commitment. And behind that, we have rebellious. Let's go around one more time. And I'm going to use another deck, and I'm going to end this reading. I kind of have an idea already what I'm looking at, okay, family? But you be the judge. All right, next we have trauma. It could be emotional trauma or physical trauma. But we know that Miss Debbie had experienced physical trauma. Next we have closed off. You can look at this two ways. You can say Miss Debbie was somewhere in isolation, closed off. Or you can look at it, she was shutting down and keeping a lot to herself. Okay, she wasn't sharing her feelings and her emotions with anybody. Okay, so this is closed off, and that's what I'm getting more than anything. Miss Debbie, the fact that she was going through a lot, shall I say. She was shutting down and just keeping a lot to herself, okay? She wasn't sharing what was going on with her. Next, we have secretive. Being very secretive. At the head, we have abandonment issues. And usually a person, not everybody, characteristic of abandonment issues can be quite different. But a lot of time a person, can be quite domineering and also a control freak. So if this is not Miss Debbie, whomever this individual is, it could be a husband or the other person of interest. Somebody is a control freak, very domineering. We have here drowning. Now, we know that Miss Debbie did not drown. She was found, I think, inside of her vehicle. But this also can be drowning in her emotions, being upset. Okay? So that's drowning in one's emotion, being upset. In a secret place, we have confusion. And in the center, we have numbness. Now, I don't mean no harm, but a lot of time when I get this word numbness, this can be due to somebody experiencing trauma. Like, for instance, how, how a woman can be raped, right? And then she's walking around like in a daze, feeling numb, okay? I can get this when it comes to that also. As well, I fix that. As well, I can get numbness if somebody's been drinking and doing drugs. Okay, they don't want to feel, so they just numb themselves with drugs or alcohol. Because they're really trying to escape their pain and what they're going through. They don't want to face their issues, so they rather numb it and put a band-aid on it. All right. So, as I stated, I'm not trying to accuse anybody of anything, but the fact that I saw the word entanglement, come out, that's still speaking about a relationship, family, okay? Whether, it's her relationship with her husband, her relationship with her children, her relationship with her friends, platonic or lover, you name it. We're still looking at some kind of relationship that's playing a part. And entanglement is a complicated, difficult relationship that can be quite toxic, okay? And I think one message had came out saying the need to, change one inner circle of friends. Okay, and they could be male or female when it comes to so-called friends. Especially if the individuals are very toxic and they are very unhealthy for you to be around. Okay, because they can also influence you in a negative way. Anything else Spirit want us to know? Oh my goodness! Hold on, family. It has here the chakra color orange. This is the this can play a role as far as the vibration that Miss Day was giving off. Okay, the energy, shall I say, creativity, addiction, and sexuality. Okay, and what stands out to me is addiction and sexuality. Next, we have clueless. They are being cheated on. Now, you could say Miss Debbie is clueless. She is being cheated on. Okay, it can go either way. You would say she's clueless that she was being cheated on with her, husband allegedly, or with her lover allegedly. Whomever she was seeing, or maybe her spouse was clueless that they were being cheated on. Okay, allegedly. Next, we have knowledgeable and intelligent. According to the spirit, Miss Debbie was very knowledgeable and intelligent. At the head, feeling empty, lack of meaning or purpose in life, emotional numbness, feelings of despair, and depression. Depression came out 3 times. And this is someone who's not in a good place. Pretty much, you have feelings of despair, you're thinking negative, and you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Over here, we got yes being truthful. So this is one, who, as I stated, speaking up, being truthful. So there was some communication, speaking up, speaking out, being truthful. And over here, we have the chocolate color green represents love and healing. In the center, we have moving forward, not looking back. So who knows? Miss Debbie could have made her mind up. I'm just saying, allegedly. Cause like she had a decision to make, and maybe she made a decision because we saw the word rejection. Somebody felt rejected. Out of that decision, somebody felt rejected. Cause it looked like she made her decision. Going one more time. One more deck. And I'm going to end this reading. Okay. It has here in denial, refusing to admit the truth or reality. So this is one that's in their own little world, okay? As well as in denial. Next, we have caution, stop, think, on the wrong path due to negative thinking and your actions. In this path right here, you can easily operate in self sabotage. Due to poor choices. Next, we have romanticizing the past. So I don't know if this is due to an ex. Let's continue. At the head, we have trapped in fear, held hostage, taken by force, unable to escape. Pretty much, someone is in a situation they can't see their way out of it. Okay, and they feel helpless and powerless. Next, we have emotional blackmail. Someone who uses your feelings as a way to control your behavior or persuade you seeing things their way. So, emotional blackmail is playing a part. Over here, we have love to take all the credit. I know what I want. I'm going for it. I do believe this is Miss Debbie, okay? She's saying, I know what I want and I'm going for it. Because behind it is moving forward, not looking back. So it looked like, whatever decision she had to make, it looked like she made a decision, but somebody wasn't happy about the decision. Okay? Somebody was not happy about it. Because we saw the key word rejection. Oof. Mm. And the only reason I share certain cards, family, because please know the streets be talking. Okay, even the YouTube streets be talking, and the more many of you, start doing your own research and you follow this case, shall I say, a lot is going to come out, and a lot of that eventually that's going to come out about those things that were going on behind the scenes. You remember you saw it here, okay? Whether it be my reading or somebody else reading, you remember what you saw here. That is if the truth is televised, okay? Because some families, feel some type of way. They like to keep a certain image, shall I say, and they don't want their family business out there on Fifth Street. If you know what I mean, you can't blame them. I'm using my homemade mystery unlock oracle deck. Clarity and disappearance of Miss Debbie. Tell your story. Reveal to your death. Clarity and disappearance of Miss Debbie. Tell your story. Miss Debbie. Tell your story. Miss Debbie. Ooh, hold up, family. All right, give me a moment. Let me see what I'm looking at first. Okay. Remember, everything here is allegedly. I'm just sharing the information that's coming out that the spirit's revealing, okay? It has here, we've been here before, location. So something about a location. I don't know if she met up with someone, but it has here, we've been here before, location. It could be like a meetup spot or something. Okay, next it has situation, self sabotage, initiating conflict, caught up in the drama. It has here situation, trickster around, cunning and crafty, uses tricks to steal, liar. Condescending, acting as if you know everything, not open to new ideas. This is somebody. It has here the need to get away alone and think, mental overload. Overload, conflicted, confused. So that's why we saw when I used the shadow deck, conflicted, the word conflicted, okay? The need to get away alone and think, mental overload, conflicted, and confused. I told you she had a lot going on with her. She had a lot on her mind. Bless her heart. And then plus she was depressed. Situation has a mental disorder, unbalanced, tapped out. overreacted, responded in a negative way. And remember, we saw the word explosive. That's somebody going off from 1 to 10. Loved ones being in denial, refuse to see slash know the truth. So, according to the spirit, cause we remember we saw the word secretive, okay? So, like, allegedly, Miss Debbie could have been doing her behind the scenes, being very secretive as far as how she was moving out here. And her loved ones, allegedly could have been in the dark, okay? Loved ones being in denial, refuse to see slash know the truth. And then who knows? Maybe they do know what they know. They just probably not speaking up on it. I'm gonna use the other half. Okay. It has here, what needs to be said is not said. Staying silent will not help this case. Not speaking up. So somebody knows more. Okay, somebody knows something. For whatever reason, they're not speaking up. You know, they have their reason for not speaking up. Okay, but the spirit is saying what needs to be said is not said. Basically, it's more to the story. Okay. And staying silent is not going to help this case. The truth need to come out, all right, when it comes to these secrets. As far as what was going on behind the scenes with Miss Debbie. It has here, they forced their way inside, took advantage of me. I'm just showing the cards, okay? Whoever they is, I don't know. And this says, tell them to back off. And right here it says self-sabotage. Days, feels lost, had a accident. Divine Spirit, we complete with this deck. A lot of this, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of this is pretty much kind of like all over the place, but I'm just sharing it, okay? Cause it seemed like someone she was in somebody's company, but she could have gotten away from them. But anyway, um, things got to play out. The truth going to come out. All right, family. I pray that it comes out. It has here feel sadness thinking of fallout fight with a friend. It can be like a platonic friendship, a lover. Just I'm just reading the message. Okay. It says check near cemetery wooded lot area. Now I'm not familiar with the area where Miss Debbie was found. I cannot tell you if it's a cemetery around. I do not know. Okay. But what stands out is wooded area. And her vehicle was found outside of the road near a wooded area. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. But was the location she was found, was it near a cemetery lot somewhere around? I don't know. But what stands out to me is wooded area. Backing off, I don't care for the drama. Situation, left by choice, ran away. Or shall I say walked away. Situation, falling for temptation. For financial gain. It's a something about sex for sale, but the spirit may not be talking about all of this. It says prostitution, sex for sale. I don't know about all of that, but what stands out to me is for financial gain. Cause the key word here is falling for temptation. So something about financial gain. It may not be about sex. Okay, family. I'm just sharing information. Something about for financial gain. Okay, it's the key words that I look for. All right. It's the key words I look for. It has here, someone put something in my drink. I was drugged and impaired. Now, we won't know whether she has something in her system unless it comes out. Okay? Only time will tell if something was in her system, especially if she wasn't known for doing drugs or known for drinking. Something about two males, question two males. They could possibly be in the know or know something. Being triggered, feels upset emotionally, left location, wrong path, self sabotage. It kind of looked like she was running from somebody too, doesn't it? Or trying to get away from somebody. It has here trapped and stuck. No one is around, not seen or heard, outside, off the road. Now that's the truth right there. Now that ain't nothing but confirmation. You see that? And then they said that she was found naked. So I don't know, family. Maybe she was in the company of somebody, and she happened to get away. But she could have been impaired also. It says trapped and stuck. No one is around, not seen or heard, outside, off the road. Pretty much outside of the road. And it has here family rivalry, inside drama. So the family is definitely dealing with some challenges right now, okay, due to their loved one's untimely death. And once again, my condolences to her family members. Family rivalry, inside drama. The spirit said we are complete with this deck. I know one thing, a lot sure came out from this deck. I tell you that. That's crazy. So anyway, family, I appreciate many of you taking the time to watch. Anything that came out of this reading that came out very, if it triggered anybody, okay? I apologize, but I can't control what comes out. I'm just trying to bring clarity to the situation because we all are seeking answers as far as what could have led to the untimely death of Miss Debbie. I'm getting ready to end this reading. I just want to see one more thing. You know, you're supposed to get the digging, but this is the last deck I'm going to use, okay? Let me see. I call this Gang Insight. This is one of my homemade decks. I just want to see something. Then I'm going to end this reading. I'm going to shuffle 3 times and split. And the only reason I go as long as I do, because I'm not going to do a part 2 nor a part 3. I'm going to keep it moving because there are others that need for their stories to be told as well, okay? I just don't want to get stuck like that because my messages are going to keep repeating. Spirit, love into the life, even clear on Miss Debbie. Tell your story, let your disappearance. Who's involved? Miss Debbie, disappearance, who's involved. Oh, God. Oh, the energy's so strong. Hold on, family. All right, I'm trying to go through this real quick. It has here drama and abuse at their home. It doesn't have to be physical. It can be a lot of arguing. Okay. Lack of harmony at home. Okay. It has here opposition, a group of adversaries or competitors. It has here feels emotional. It has here change to plans, detour. It has here falling out of love, letting go. It has here the need to travel and get away. Spirit wants to know concerning Debbie. Spirit wants to know concerning the spirit of Debbie. It has here working together partnership. Somebody was. Cause when I think about partnership, I think about two. It has here question fake friend. And we did see something about a card had came out saying that she had a falling out with a friend. And I'm not saying a friend did anything to her, okay? I'm just sharing the message. Because these individuals could be somebody that's on her job. Just saying, okay? All right, I'm going to use the other half, and then I'm going to end this reading. Look what came out. I do acknowledge cards when they flip over. Look what came out. Has depression. Male teen, male child. Something about a male. Well, we know this to be true. Woman will be found. There's hope. Yes, Miss Debbie was found. Yes, indeed, she was found. Oh, that's a lot. I'm gonna have to fact check some of these, okay? Gotta fact check. Excuse me. Okay. I'm just gonna share, family. None of this is my opinion. Once again, I'm sending much love and healing and light to her, Miss Debbie family. I'm so sorry once again for your great loss. I wish this on nobody. I'm just seeking clarity about what could have led to her untimely death. Okay. So anyway, it says here, watch their actions. They say one thing and do another. And all of this is allegedly anyway, but I am led by the Spirit. There is some truth in my reading. It just looked like to me Miss Debbie got caught up, okay, as far as what was going on with her behind the scenes. It has addictions. It has here feels lonely. It has here the need for closure, desire answers to make a decision. It has here, and this is a big time allegedly, alcohol complication, addictions, inability to control drinking, lack self control. Now, you know, this could be the case, or somebody could have put something in her drink. Okay, allegedly. We have here the lovers, love triangle. And for this to be the case, the marriage, it wasn't all what it, the image, okay, that people perceived the marriage to be. It was a lot going on. Obviously, Miss Debbie was not happy, okay? That's all I'm going to say. And somebody was doing them, all right? Because we saw the word entanglement. It has here facing their fears, not running away, facing their fears. It has here stolen money. It has here had a fight with their spouse, allegedly. Yeah, I'm not accusing anybody of anything. These are just some background scenarios, allegedly, that was playing out, okay, in the background. It has here had a fight with their ex spouse. But the key word is spouse, okay? It's either her spouse or whomever she was seeing spouse. It has here meet on social media site. It has here someone stolen from them something of value. And money is definitely standing out to me. It has here victim consciousness, blaming others for what they are creating. Take responsibility. It's like the spirit is saying, okay, Miss Debbie, take responsibility for your own actions. You won't be going through what you're going through if you use good judgment. That's what I think about when I see this card right here. It has here, take off your mask, trying to appear different to who you really are. Be the real you. And this is someone that appears to you one way, and when they're not around you, they're a whole nother different person. They're not being transparent. It has here new relationship. Somebody was in a new relationship. Somebody was seeing somebody else. It has here update news coming in within 2 or 3 weeks from today. Today is 22nd of September. So according to the spirit, my butterflies already know some update news is going to come out about Miss Debbie case, all right, within 2 or 3 weeks or before. Sorry for the background noise. Because this is an active, ongoing investigation. It has here, and we know this already. The spirit just giving us confirmation. Woman will be found. There's hope. Yes, Miss Debbie was found. Yes, indeed. Confirmation. Miss Debbie was found. Now you see why certain messages come out the way they do. It's just confirmation. It has here, hint the color purple. So something about the color or the word. The word can be a clue. And once again, it has here male teen, male child. I don't know what that means. What stands out to me is a male. And also, lastly, according to the spirit, Miss Debbie was experiencing depression. Okay, she was not happy. She had a lot going on with her family. So this is my reading on Miss Debbie Collier, um, the Georgia mom, okay, that was found, which I'm so happy for her family. It is at least they know, versus not knowing, okay. But I think it's interesting. It has here neighbors heard commotion at murder Georgia mom Debbie Collier house. I think that's interesting. Who knows? Maybe the truth was coming out then. Who knows? I thought that was interesting for me to see that right there. So anyway, much love to you all, and thank you for taking the time to watch. I just want to bring a little clarity. Um, there's nothing that I can do to change the situation. Let's just send lots of love and light and prayer to the family. The Most High God will give them strength to keep fighting the good fight on behalf of their loved one, as far as receiving some kind of justice. But this is terrible. Thank you for watching, family. And once again, I apologize for the reading that I did before this one. I should have checked to make sure the volume was good to go. But you can still watch it now. You can still watch it and hit that like button when you do, because it will bring awareness to the readings that I do, okay? As far as YouTube, pushing the accurate rhythm out there. So with that being said, sharing is caring. I appreciate you all. Thank you for watching. And remember, none of this was my opinion. It's all allegedly. Things have to play out. Peace and love to you all. Thank you for watching, and bye for now. And may Miss Debbie rest in power.